Hi, everyone. I am talking about evacuating from a wildfire and receiving a whole heck of a lot of love. And 2 years ago, as many of you know, I ran from my abusive ex, throwing crap in a U-Haul and booking out. And so that was super traumatic. Crying on the floor, knowing that I wasn't going to be able to get most of the things that I wanted into the U-Haul before I had to leave. Just a really, really hard and difficult thing to do. And then last week, I went I live in Oregon, which was on fire, still a lot on fire. And we got to 600 on the smoke scale, which is you just can't see the trees outside your window. And there was a fire heading towards where I live. So we were put on evacuation notification, and once again, I was throwing crap, this time into suitcases. I didn't have a U-Haul. I mean, that would have been crazy. But I don't have a great big car, and I have a great big dog. So, and we had to take the dog's crate. Anyway, it was really, really awful. It was awful. And it would be awful anyway. It's just not good. Like, there's nothing good about having to throw possessions into a container and then hoping that they're still there when you get back, the ones that you didn't take. My my daughter had to put a rule in place that I could not take a knickknack, because she's like, you're gonna take one knickknack and then no, that's a slippery slope. We took, 5 books and that was it. And and it was so awful, and yet it was um well, that part was just awful. But what happened as a result was also kind of amazing. I was When I left my ex, most people didn't know. It's so embarrassing. It's so awful. And it's also so scary. You don't want to tell people that you're leaving, because a lot of them don't believe you. A lot of them don't know really what to do to help. And I was scared that someone would tell him that I was going to leave. So only about 5 people knew that I was leaving. And it was 3 of them are the ones that helped me throw crap into the back of the U-Haul. So doing it again was awful. And the first time I didn't have the support that would have helped. I didn't know how to ask for it because, like I said, it's so embarrassing. Now that I've decided that I am sharing everything with all of you, it's not as big a challenge. But I read a post yesterday about a woman who had left her abusive partner, and then he set fire to her house. And I thought, okay, wow, it's just awful. It's awful for women, and scary. That's why I moved so far. I moved across a lot of states to be really, really far, but most women can't do that. And yeah, but I am very much an optimist, sunny side kind of gal. And what happened, I put up that I was packing to leave. And I got so many messages and I got so much interest in what was happening with me and so much love and support. And one of my friends immediately reached out to people she knew in Seattle and said, "Can you take in this family?" I have a big dog with a big puppy crate. Like, I mean, that in itself is a lot. And you know what? People said yes. Strangers, a family I have never met who live in Seattle said, yes, we'll take these people and they can stay as long as they need. So I had this amazing family and this woman who was like, look, if you need to stay a month, we'll figure it out. I was like, really? That was crazy. And then I got all these messages, all these people sending me love and care and support. And oh, hey, I'm also in Seattle. And you've never met me either, but I have space, which I didn't get until we'd come back. And I wasn't gone very long, but are you kidding me? That's amazing. And I mean, my life has been not super fun. So to get an outpouring of love after being in a relationship where, you know, I had been increasingly isolated. Every time I had people who had my back, that was cut off in a way that um, I didn't really notice. Um, and so I didn't have this huge outpouring of support. I didn't have all of this love. I didn't tell anyone. I didn't talk to anyone. And even after I had gotten far enough away that I was safe and could have told people, I still didn't. And mostly because I was ashamed that I'd ever been stupid enough to end up in an emotionally abusive marriage to begin with. And that is really, really like toxic and tragic thinking, but it's the reality, right? So many women feel like it's our fault that we were victimized, which is wrong. And we're working on it. But I want to tell you the reality. And the reality is that's how it feels. And that's why a lot of women don't talk about it. And that's why a lot of women don't get to leave and don't get to stay gone because they go back. They don't have anywhere to go. And so instead of, you know, my last experience was just flat, right? Trauma, 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 5 people. And this one was a lot of trauma, but also a lot of love. And that is amazing. And it was you, the people I'm talking to, a lot of you who sent me that love. I had people message me saying, well, I don't really know you, but I'm worried about you. Thank you. So much kindness, so much caring. And that it's amazing. And I am so incredibly grateful for that. And it means so much. And even though we were in a really small space and really trapped inside, because Seattle did not have awesome air quality either, but the people we were with were in a place that had really great filtering. And my daughter was just so happy to be around other people because we're also in COVID. And COVID sucks, right? So we have the COVID sucks along with fire and just everything. And it ended up being lovely. The family I stayed with are lovely. And I'm I decided I'm like, you're mine too. Like I'm keeping you because you're amazing. And so I have been thinking a lot about when to tell people when we leave, right? My whole company is structured on supporting women who have left and plan to leave an abusive partner. And there's a lot of fear, rightfully so, in talking about leaving before you do. I hid everything. But I think there is some way that we can reach out. I think there's some way that we can get support. Um, and a way where people can tell you if they can take you in. That's the biggest challenge. So I'm doing this less structured Facebook Live as a way to say thank you to all of the people that sent me kind messages and sent me just love on my posts. And also as a way to say, I think that, or I'm thinking about how we can do this a little differently and how we can support one another a little bit better so that women can be safe, so that women can leave when they need to. Leaving someone, I was married, I was with my ex for 24 years. That's a long time. That is not easy to run away from, right? You can't, there's no way. There's no U-Haul big enough. There's no anything. Um, but we can do more to talk about it, and we can do more to offer support. And I realized that the friend who recommended or who found me this family would have taken me in. I know she would have. And but I didn't tell her. And so I'm working on that. I'm working on how we can do better, how we can talk to each other as women a little more securely, how we can support one another, and how our male allies can support us better. I think all of that's really important. But thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for caring. Thank you for watching. Just thank you. It's been a really roller coastery kind of week and a half, but I have come out of it knowing that what I'm doing is important and that people care, and that's that means a lot, and that's important because I am what I'm doing needs to work. We need to make this better. We need to do a better job of helping women leave and not feel so lost and confused. So that's my mission. But know that you're sending love, sending support, sending caring. Wow, that works. That helps a lot. So thank you. And I hope that you all have a much, well, I can't say a better anything because it's 2020. So that's just asking for trouble. But I'm going to have a better rest of my day. And I hope that this video is helpful, and at least you know that your love was really needed and really well received. So thank you very much for watching. And my website is softlandingsociety.com. It's for allies, for women who want to help women who need to leave. And I'll be doing another video later this week as well as a workshop. So take care. Bye.